It's funny because you don't actually know anything about this show, but you know that rage is good.
You base your entire character on guts, and
I also am shittier than the average Souls player, apparently. So it seems.
That's why I just don't play them like 5 times in a row, because I don't think I do it hard enough.
I just can't get good.
I mean, again, my dagger run's going poorly, but you already know the reasons why that is.
Because daggers suck!
Only reason.
If daggers didn't suck, you wouldn't be having an issue. However, daggers, they suck. Kiba made a poor choice. Though the other reason why, the big reason why is because a dagger run isn't supposed to be a solo run. Your dagger run is a solo run.
My dagger run is a solo run with no shield.
Yeah, which is one of the main reasons why you're having such an issue, because you're A, doing a solo dagger run, and B, you have nothing else going for you yet. You've nothing else going for you until you get to the Undead Settlement, and then maybe it'll change. For those of you who can hear the obnoxious noise in the background, I'm... Oops.
Oops? What do you
I was gonna say sorry, but I'm not. So I'm oops. I'm not sorry, because I have no control over the 26-year-old brother that lives next to me. Or at least who is in the room next to mine. Luckily, he doesn't make, like, singing videos on YouTube, or that would be horrible. And then I would actually have to apologize. Because it sounds like the Grim Reaper is raping your eardrums. Wait, what?
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 I don't sing.
Quack.
I don't sing. My voice is crap for that.
I've been told mine's not bad, but I also don't like people's opinions. So
say people can tell me my face is pretty.
Ah, shiznit.
They're dumb for having an opinion like that. This is wrong.
Alright, so as is the tradition with shit that I do, we are going to make this into the biggest gamble episode in this series. So for this specific run, I'm gonna see how long how many tries it takes me to get from the bonfire under the... Never mind, I don't know that I can do this. I'm gonna say it anyway, and I'm gonna do it anyway, but I don't know that it's gonna be as funny as I want it to be. Because I forgot a very key mechanic to this game. Specifically this game, and it never comes back in any future games. But, I'll make the wager that if I can't make it from the bonfire that I started at to the bonfire that turns off the fire, I will get rid of my hat, my chest piece, my gloves, my boots, and my sword. If I can successfully get there, I don't know. I get to use a shield for a bit to make myself feel less shitty. Because clearly character build wasn't the best idea. Or at least character build without pyromancy early on wasn't a good idea. Which is funny, because the character build itself is really effing strong. My variant of the character build... I've made a few errors. But I know that... Oh, wait, I already got them. I know that, I know how Berserk works. I know how Guts' build works. I know how... I know all the things when it comes to Berserk. My issue? I don't remember all the things when it comes to Dank Souls. Specifically 2. I remember most things in 3, but not 2. And so my issue is... I forgot a key game mechanic in 2 that they never brought back again. And that is that in 2 you can only kill enemies 15 times before they disappear forever. Oops.
Farming is not a thing. I mean, it is a thing.
It is a thing. It's just not as well done of a thing. Like, it's not a very good thing. But I need the other bonfire, and I need, or at least I need some sort of, like, safe way to get from bonfire A to B. Or, like, I need something to help me. And because I only remember this area pre-Scholar the First Sin, apparently, where there is a bunch of things that are just easier to deal with than there are in this version, I'm gonna have a bad. Come on, scrub-a-dub. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Wiggity-wub-wub. Also, even though the day of it is past, Kiva! You're you. Explain to the nice viewers things about Overwatch and BlizzCon and stuff, because I'm doing something.
Yeah. Sombra came out. I think a skin for Genji was released.
Only if you play Heroes of the Storm and you do it in a certain week when it's free. And do good, obviously.
Oh yeah, you actually have to.
You have to earn the things on top of you have to play a game that, let's be honest, really not that many people.
Hey, I'd play it if I could, but just like League, I can't. So I'm stuck with Smite.
Is it that you can't? Like, can you not run it on your crap top?
I physically cannot.
I always thought the issue that you had with League was that it was a game that you just didn't have any interest in.
No, I literally can't play it. I would literally play all the MOBAs if I could, but I can't.
Which is an issue for you. Use Ferris Lockstone. I am only doing this because I just now remembered that there was a bonfire here. I am a bad person who's bad at this game. Wait a second. Don't I... I forgot. I have a pyromancy flame.
Yes.
And I
totally
forgot.
see the resemblance between the thing on the bridge in Dark Souls 3 and Guts' Sif.
That's not Guts' Sif, that's his inner demon. And it's a douche, but it's a very powerful douche. No, it's... Yeah, that giant wolf monster that is pretty much the resemblance of Sif, that's his inner demon. It's also not very nice, obviously. Considering demon, but still.
I want Cruise healing effect, yes.
Bam! Bam! Bam!
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Well, I have a pyromancy flame. If I remember correctly, I don't have enough attunement to actually attune any pyromancies to the flame. Which just means fire punch. It's the most worthless thing I have. That's all I can do with it right now until I actually get attunement points. Or a ring or something that lets me attune. Ow! I mean, your sword clearly not as good as mine, but you're still an asshole for attacking me. Jeez. Jerk. Oh, he didn't spawn. Oh, right, I forgot I don't have him able to spawn right now. I forgot that in order to get the Berserk the Berserker guy that has the Berserk katana to spawn, I have to be in the Bellkeeper Covenant, which I totally forgot to join.
Nice.
Not that anything he gives you is very good, it's just... It would be ironic to fight the Berserk Warrior in a Berserk run. That's probably the wrong word. Shut up. Come on, buddy. I see you with your big shield and you're shittier than my greatsword. Now get dunked on.
And that's when he whoops your dick.
He got 3-shot. Kiba, do you forget the power of the greatsword? The sword that even if you block, you're still taking an F-ton of damage because that's just what kind of sword it is. Though, I am having an issue with this, but it's not the guy that had the greatsword. It's the shitty little minions that were slapping me in the back with their little fire axes. Yay! Well, I didn't make it to the bonfire I wanted to because I didn't remember this was even frickin' here. But I did make it to a bonfire. Now I just need to... Which makes it a little cheesy because I still need to get to the one that I meant to get to.
Yeah.
Just means that I have a little bit of a resting point, I guess. Like... It's still convenient because that does mean that I have a place that is a bit safer to where I don't feel as bad about getting my butt kicked very often. Fun fact, this is one of my 2 favorite swords in this game that isn't the greatsword. For Kiba, who doesn't know, Black Knight weapon.
Okay, that's definitely not shock face, because for the fuck's sakes, it's too good. Even after it's like what? Like 1 or 2 nerfs? It's still good.
Black Knight weapons never got a nerf.
The fire one did. The fire like greatsword, like ultra.
None of them ever did fire.
Like a normal greatsword.
The Ultra Greatsword's moveset changed, but that was a gameplay thing. Because it used to be even the Ultra Greatsword that's just called the Greatsword, its moveset changed. All of them did. That was just a gameplay change. Just so happens that was the gameplay change that actually changed stuff. Oh man. I'm not farming people who are watching, I just forgot how to get back. And by that I mean I accidentally went to the bonfire instead of back the way that I was supposed to go. Luckily, there's nothing between me and where I need to be now, so... Also, luckily, this sword is still as busted as I remember. Pretty sure that will... Well, I mean, that does change in the next game, but it's still there in this game. Oh, luckily I did that. I forgot an item. Wasn't a good item, but I forgot an item. Alright, now for the quote-unquote fun part. Things respawned. There are enemies afoot, and they are undoubtedly pissed.
They want you to fuck off, mate.
Everything wants... But nothing shall get... Oh, that was close. I may, or may not, have almost fallen into the endless abyss that is the lava.
You might have almost fucked up skill.
A little bit.
I think that I really don't need this gold. I have too much.
Ouch.
It's probably about time I end this.
Shut up. Totally meant to do that. I totally meant to do that. You remember the old Iron Keep and how it had a bunch of those Minotaur heads that spewed fire?
Mm-hmm.
And on the way to the third actual bonfire, there's one in between some turtles.
Mm-hmm.
I may or may not have convinced a few turtles to walk into the fiery death.
Yay, fiery death.
A little bit.
For turtles, not you.
A little bit. If I was any worse at this game than I appear to be, it would have also been for me. However, apparently I remember that part at all. Which is much better than I thought it would be. No, not your vertical swang. I don't like the vertical.
Ow.
Ouch!
My ear.
The hell happened to your ear?
It was exploded.
Oh. The mic thing that happens to all of us sometimes happened. The thing that doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen enough times to be weird. Much splody all the wow. T. I convinced an old turtle guy to run into a guillotine and then stay there for way longer than he should have.
And stay there.
Alright, I got to the bonfire. I mean, probably a little cheating. I got there with the help of another bonfire. My bad, but I got there! Woo! Yeah! Fun fact about this particular part of this particular area in New Game Plus on, those bitches spin. Yay!
Teach me verification. Damn.
All right.
Hilarious skill.
Huh.
If we ever get to the point in gaming where like I'm playing Dungeons 2 currently. You are playing Dark Souls 2. Guess what? Somewhere, somehow, some way, they interlock and you start fighting the demons that I'm creating, and you're killing my dungeon. They just cross game.
Oh, if there was just like a sudden, oh, you're in the same chat. Here's a crossover.
Yeah, it just auto programs like everything.
That would be cool. Like a co-op or not really a co-op, but like an online game that was you had
that just automatically you can fuck with and change and recode, and it just becomes one really big clusterfuck.
I'm gonna be honest. If there was a game that allowed you to both be like the person who's playing through the dungeon that the other person is controlling was playing, like the playstyle was as like a Dark Souls game, that would be pretty awesome. I would play the shit out of that because that sounds fun. Sounds like there's a number of people who would be kind of an asshole about it, but it would be fun.
I figured out the next evolution in gaming. It's not virtual reality at all. It's virtual inclusion.
Being able to be a dick with other games. Tune spells. All I have really is Fireball. Wait, do I have... A pyromancy that creates a coating of flame, allowing the caster to incinerate nearby foes. Needless to say, this is a perilous spell that burns the caster while active. That's not something I need to use, because I thought it was Power Within. Man, was I wrong. Actually, I don't even remember if that's in this game.
Holy... My hallway is a clusterfuck of death.
My clusterfluck is a clusterfluck? Flustercluck?
Die.
Die.
Yeah.
Fun fact, for those of you who actually do watch Overwatch stuff and know of Overwatch stuff, Sombra has a gremlin form. Feel free to look that up now.
Gil, why did you have to implant that in my head? I didn't want that.
Because it's adorable.
I mean, yeah.
Remember that picture I sent you where Diva gave Sombra a hug?
Exactly, Gremlin.
No, that's the internet Gremlins. Where it's like... No, you think Gremlins from the movie The Gremlins.
No, I think that stupid like hamster bitch that they turned everybody into.
You need to send me whatever it is you're talking about, because I don't even know what you mean.
Grim knows what it is.
Grim would know what it... Grim would know. However, I am apparently significantly not as insane as him, so I need you to explain to me what the hell you're talking about.
As much as you are.
But there are two types of gremlins. There are the gremlins that are like actual gremlins, like Gizmo from the movie The Gremlins, / the Greens from Overlord. And then there are the internet gremlins, which are adorable little chibi-ized versions that drink Mountain Dew and eat Doritos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I mean. Not hamster people. Which just seems wrong.
What it was, it seems to turn into a fucking hamster.
Well, there's one for Diva, and now there's one for Sombra. And one of the pictures on the internet that I found when I typed in Sombra Boop was the one that I sent you, Kiba, where Sombra's like, I've finally been released. And Diva gives her, chibi gremlin Diva gives her a hug and is like, Player 2 found.
Player 2?
Player 2 found. Hooray. I need money.
What I thought of as kind of a Sombra thing, where she just kind of integrates herself into whatever she touches, which the game could get AI that could do that, you know. Yeah.
You know what would be really cool?
What?
A Dark Souls game, a Dungeons game. They both seem like they're playing their own separate things, but the AI is being like it's the AI. It's still AI. Like it's still a computer being controlled in the game that is the Dungeons game, but it's mimicking or mirroring the playing actions of the person playing the Dark Souls game. Same with the spawn in the Dark Souls is the spawn of the Dungeons game, which would be hilarious and horrible. Because you would never know what you're fighting. You would get Dark Souls enemies, which would be kind of cool for a Dungeons game, probably. But you would also be very confused because suddenly I'm getting my ass kicked by, like, 10 old Iron Knights at once. Why? See you later, Grandma.
Bye.
Bye. I need to get 3,400 souls.
No.
I'm in the wrong place to be doing that.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God. You actually figured that out for me. Thank you, game.
I need to go here.
If you try to drop anything other than a min on it, it's like, hey, you need to sack a min for it. You can't sack anything that isn't a min.
You must sacrifice all the goblins. Because let's be honest, you pretty much are.
No, these are like little like VVs.
Why would you sacrifice Vivi? Vivi's awesome.
You monster! The sacrificial altar thing.
You monster!
I'm not a monster.
You are a monster.
I'm a monstro.
You are a monster for sacrificing Vivi.
It's not my fault.
It's your fault. You didn't need to do it.
No, I have to.
Yes, you. No, you don't. You don't need them to be powerful. You want them to. Oh boy.
No, at this point I probably just wiped the game, but you know, I just don't want it. I'm just.
You want to sacrifice Vivi, you monster?
No, I just want like 20 powerful demons just walk into the camp and have him go, oh shit, I fucked up.
I mean, isn't that the entire tutorial of the game? You start with the Overlord, and it turns out he's super strong. Suddenly, nothing matters.
You never get to do that except in your dungeon.
But it's cool!
That's the final spell is summon him in your dungeon for as long as you have mana. Which is nice. But you just have a ton of mana that's just sitting around.
Neat. I just successfully did. Oh no. I just forgot how the distance in which Fireball is thrown. Turns out A is a lot further than I thought, and B, it's just as effective as I needed it to be. Not enough to actually kill an enemy outright, but exactly enough to tick it off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh right, that's not a thing in this game. The Dark Souls 3 mechanic of when you need to switch to another item, you can just hold down to switch to your Estus.
Mm-hmm.
Not a thing! This upsets me.
Yeah. That wasn't a thing.
No, that was only a thing in 3, which sucks because that's the most important mechanic.
In Bloodborne, but I don't remember.
Yeah, press triangle. In Bloodborne, it had a designated heal button.
Heal, bitch.
And you got your heals from killing literally everything, which is technically something that they brought over in Dark Souls 3, because killing things does generate a little bit of your bar of Estus, which in turn does give you your healing item. So that thing that was taken from Bloodborne, and the fact that quick step is amazing, is awesome, because those are useful things. Is kind of crappy because you never know how far that bar is going to fill up in Dark Souls 3, but you do know exactly how much you're getting in Dark Souls 2. Or in Bloodborne. That's the one.
I hate how intelligent these guys are with their fucking AI.
Alright. Toon spells. Alright. So now I can throw fire orbs and fireballs. Too bad my actual attunement is pretty crappy.
That's very interesting.
Huh.
It's also really crappy.
Huh.
Kinda.
Huh?
The giant tentacle, the final turret, when it hits things, it knocks them a square back, which accidentally knocked them through the door that I was using to block.
Huh.
Oh, so you do get a heal beam. You just have to use your third form. Okay.
Alright, so just for this boss, what's the strongest fire resist shield I have? 80? I need much fire resist, all the fire resist.
Oh, wow.
90% wow, 100% fire resist. I only have 80. But is this one of the ones that has a special ability? Shield of the blue spirit tree that is said to possess divine powers appears in in the allegory of Quella, god of dream, and can deflect spells by parrying. Once there was a boy who was Quella. It seems I feel like it's just being derpy.
What?
The game is being derpy. I feel like the game is being derpy. Because that name never comes up or is mentioned by anyone at any time for any reason again.
Fair.
It's one of those world's most unexplained mysteries. Who the hell is Quella and why should I care? Answer? No. No, as in no, we don't want to tell you. Alright, so I can reflect spells. I cannot be very good at this game. Oh, come on. Oh, this is bad. Alright, a Lone Knight Helm, a Lone Knight Gauntlets, a loop-de-whoop. Shriggity-shrabbity swoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Shriggity shwabbity shwoo, shriggity shwabbity kill. Yahtzee! Drink.
Drink.
Much drink. Much of the drink. All of the drink. Hates this boss. Doesn't want to fight it. Does want the souls and possibly the soul.
Just soul.
Much souls. All the souls. Ow.
You know what's funny?
Huh.
I'm kind of...
Oh, God.
Myself. Keep forgetting I have Battlefield 1, and I need to kind of play.
You don't need to. You want to. And it would it would be nice too, considering Grim spent all the money. And I don't think he's played it either.
Like for the past 4 days, 3 days.
Since you got it, essentially. So yeah, about that. Well, I mean, it's not like Grim's been playing it the entire time either.
Well, I can't tell if he's always on and I'm not.
He's always playing FF14. Killed the boss! Didn't actually use the shield.
Yay, no shield run.
I put on the shield just in case I would need the shield. Turns out I forgot I had the shield even though it was on my back.
Technically having it on.
Yeah, it's technically on, but it would be better if it was something that was just like the shield that gives me the slumbering dragon shield that gives you stamina regen. Essentially, it's another Clothority ring, which would mean that I can put on something else instead of the Clothority ring. Issue is, I A, don't have that, B, don't get that for a while, and C, I don't even think I would use it if I had it. Partly because, oh cool, I was invaded by Dark Spirit Forlorn.
Give me a shit.
Fire orb. Fireball. I know that the guts method of playing is supposed to be wait until you're up in their grill to throw your fire. But I just can't help it. I want to see if I can kill him before he gets to me. Which is a lot easier said than done, because the thing kind of fell. I'm also noticing that he has an insane resistance to fire and burning. A lot higher than I thought it was.
It's on fire.
Much free-free, all the free-free. Alright. Now die to my ultra-great sword. Much sword, all of the WoW. Gummy bears.
Damn wow.
Shammy McWow. Gummy bears. Gummy bears.
I have too much gold. I think I should stop.
You know, thinking is a matter of opinion.
Hey! Nothing in this game comes even close to costing 16K.
To be fair, how many things in that game cost very much in the first place?
Actually, some of the stuff does get pretty pricey, but that's only like
5 items at the end of the game.
It really just depends on just steamrolling. Kill them.
Oh, I actually forgot to do something. I turned off the fire, so I should go get the key. I have a viewer. Hi.
Go fuck yourself.
So Kiba, you want to know something frickin' hilarious? Guess what the watch time is on the 2 videos that I have that have, or some of the videos I have that have the most views.
What?
For the Bloodborne with a Brit, I have 164 views. Guess how much time was spent watching that video? Give a random guess, and I'll tell you whether you're close or not.
30 minutes?
30 or 3? Which one did you say?
3.
3? No, much higher.
An hour?
Even higher than that.
How did I not notice is my question. You did it while I was at home.
Huh?
How the hell did you manage to do that unless you...
On, for the Bloodborne with a Brit video, I have a 1,309 minutes watched, over 164 views. So that's cool. I also find it hilarious that looking at my analytics page on YouTube, I actually have one video that's really old, and it has a lot of views, but it didn't have views when I actually had access to it, so I didn't there was no follow-up to it. As to, now that I don't have access to it anymore, there are views, and there can't be any follow-up to it for a while. Yay! Because I did a video for a PS2 game called Duel Masters. I was like, oh, I can make this a Let's Play. Does one part, nobody watches it for almost a few years. Suddenly, people are watching it. Thanks, guys. Can't play it anymore. Thanks for the watches. It's pretty much where I'm at. You know what else I don't remember? The location of the free NPC summon on the way to the Old Iron King. Which is an issue. I feel like I can do it. I don't, however, feel very good about it. Nee. 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 Brooklyn Rage. Brooklyn Shield. Oh god, laser beams. Ha! Guys, suck it! Great ogre.
Die?
Much die, all the die, every die. Swing of the die, roll the dice.
Here, that board there. I just clear out that part of the dungeon. Just keep digging.
Ouch!
Keep digging. Wait, what? Are we out of gold?
So much for not needing all this money.
Oh no, I still don't need it. I have nothing left to buy, but I'm just looking around like, wait.
How am I out of money? How did that
not out of gold. I was looking for out of gold as in...
Out of gold deposits?
Yeah.
You're out of places to mine for gold?
Fuck it. Just keep mining. No, I have mining deposits. Oh, I guess I don't have any more storage space for it, so there's not mining.
You've nowhere else to put the gold. Which is essentially the same issue as not having any money. I have nowhere to put my money, so I can't get more money. Dun 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 dun. Cool.
All the upgrades I can have. Updoors.
Dragon rush! Damn it, 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 damn it. Block mesh sword! Blade slash! Yeah! 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 Alright, I killed the Old Iron King. That leaves one more Great Soul. Holy shit. I've progressed in this game very quickly. Kiba, I'm almost done Dark Souls 2.
Yes.
Alright, so that means light this. But I'm not done Dark Souls 2. I still have the DLC areas to not do.
To not do?
I don't know that I want to do them because I can't do them solo.
Oh. No, what about that?
I know that there are going to be people in the comments, either during the stream or after the stream, that are going to be like, oh yeah, you totally need to do them, man! It's the DLC, it's extra stuff. However, don't I oh wait, no. I forgot to go to the other area to grab the key for the Iron King DLC before going to the Iron King DLC door. Because I forgot that it's hidden in the Forest of Fallen Giants. I will go I'll pick up all the keys. I will not do all the DLCs. I will show you where to obtain the keys, and if there's really something I need to go and get just to show you where it is, and for lore reasons and connections to Berserk, I'll do it. Otherwise, no.
Negative 90%.
Because I do know there's something in the old Iron King DLC that I do need to go get for the lore connection to Berserk, and it's something Kiba knows very well.
Yep. Work rate 100%. Well, who the fuck do I want to work faster? Like, I don't need anyone to work anymore.
So there is a weapon I need to go and obtain. However, not really sure what to do about it.
Oh shit! I told them to mine out the dungeon. I didn't expect them to do it that fast.
Yeah? Oh, shit. Hey, Kiba, you want to give me a favor?
What?
Can you keep my viewers entertained for a few minutes with dialogue? Be right back.
Sorry to left you. This is going to be interesting. So, yeah. Just gonna make weird now noise instead. Spider nest? Fuck you. Your spider nest against my god. Oh, I can't cast it. That's me. Why did I do that? There we go. And I got a ignores armor. That's pretty good. Always aims for the head. Yep. Alright. Yeah. Really, there's more of them? Really? Fuck's sakes. Wow, that did nothing. Fine, just kill them. Everybody dies.
Ow! No! I saw a bird. It was pretty. Kick its ass. Alright. I have learned an error from the previous idea.
That is?
I went to go down to the gutter so I could get to the rotten. The issue with this idea, I forgot that in order to get to the gutter safely, Either you need to pay a ton of money and get what's speak to build a bunch of ladders, or you need to pay a shit ton of money and get the Silver Cat ring.
Silver Cat rings. Keep Silver Catting.
So there's an issue there. However, there's also a solution that I have for it, because I forgot that there is one other place that I need to go in order to get to the next Great Soul.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that I still need to do the Duke's Dear Freya. Because I may or may not forcefully block out giant spiders from my mind.
Shock face.
Like what I'm assuming everybody else does. They're giant spiders.
Right.
The other issue is, I know that there are things in the shady woods that are really good and that I should grab, but I have no backup, so I either need to do crazy run back and forth between the bonfires, or I need to hope to God I can see the enemies clearly enough to kill all of them. Which, all things considered, is highly unlikely. I say that as I fight 3 of them. I think. There might only be 2, there might only be 1. All I know is there are bad guys afoot. And they're beating the crap out of me!
Don't let them do that.
Alright, can't do the shady woods without backup, so I guess I just have to do a nice quick run through.
This dungeon is a lot bigger than I thought it was.
I will show one other weapon that you can get in the area, though, that's really good. The issue will be whether or not I die here. Luckily I didn't, but I also didn't get any of the cool stuff that's in the Shady Woods. Which there is quite a bit of cool stuff in the Shady Woods. Especially for PvP. And just for being in the Shady Woods. Because there is the ring that explodes whenever you get dealt so much damage, and I think there's also the ring that prevents that like drops the amount of backstab damage you take by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is, and I think, I don't remember if it's in this version or in the in the original version, but in one of the versions there's also the Clothority ring +1 in your which you can get in your very first run through.
Mm.
Also, I just cheesed something. Gloriously. Glorious, glorious cheese. There is an area, for those of you who don't know, and for Kiba, who I don't know if he knows, in the... when you're on your way to Scorpionish Najka, and there's a bunch of... in Scholar of the First Sin, and there's a bunch of things that are... there's a bunch of statues.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are like a loop. Like, you have to open up like 2 or 3 statues just to get to where you need to go. 1 minute! And because there's so many statues that don't lead to anything, there's actually 1 or 2 that you can just skip and never deal with in your entire run. And 2 of them are found at the very start, at the bonfire, that is at the start of the Scorpionish Najka area. Which is awesome, because that leads you to the Black Knight Halberd, which is an insane weapon in its own right, because that's just what Black Knight weapons are. They're awesome. And spoopy, and beastly strong, and if you see anyone with them in PvP, chances are you're about to die. Unless you're using a specialty build with a certain item, or you're using a quality build with a really good sword that really enjoys quality builds. Anywho, once again, be right back. Traveling to Majula. Kiba, entertain. Be right back.
Why you sleeping? You don't like me anymore? Is that it, viewers? Oh God, I'm liking the game. How many viewers I have? I'm fucked up. Don't think I'm supposed to do that. Oops. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Oh shit. Okay. Looks like creature rushing is a bad idea.
I have returned once again.
Let's go on here, man. Out of
Did you go?
Game.
Did you go?
I might be breaking a game right now.
Did you go? What did I tell you about fucking up?
I might be breaking a game right now.
You know what I still find weird about? You know what I still find weird about YouTube?
What?
On the analytics page, it tells you what the gender ratio is of people who view your videos.
Yeah,
how does it know that?
Because on your Google's page, also skill, let's be honest, Google knows all of your shit, regardless of you wanting to or not.
It's still kind of weird.
All you have to do is sign in and have one thing attached to it. They know everything about you. They don't need to know anything else.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't.
It's still weird, and I will still find it weird, and no matter what you say, I will think it's weird. Even if you explain to me thoroughly that it's fine, it would still be weird.
It's not fine, but it's Google. There's not a damn thing we can do about it.
Also, viewers, that is an item you need, the Fang key. Which is not even an item you need because I'm saying you need it, it's an item you need if you want to get any cool boss stuff. And for those of you who wonder who've never played a Souls game before and you're curious what happens if you beat the crap out of a chest, you can find out on your own time. That's a bad. I am not doing that in a run. Because that would probably ruin it for me.
Oh my god, that is so many numbers flying off. How quickly is he gonna die?
Yes.
Okay, he may die in 2 runs. Holy shit. It probably would have been 1 had I used my abilities, but he didn't. So. Fucking Prince, here, have a meteor, bitch.
Alright, so this bow is good enough to shoot the things. Or these arrows, rather, are good enough to shoot them. How do you survive 3 swings of this sword that is bigger than you are?
He doesn't exist.
You say that, and I was fighting an invisible guy, so you're not wrong.
Just kind of faded through.
That is entirely possible, and if that was the case, I would be a little upset. But I am able to kill them, so it's not the case, which is awesome. Also, Pharaoh's Lockstone, which is useful for a later area. We probably will have a lot of them by the time we get to that area, and some of the items there are great. Not as great as this sword, but they're pretty great. Kiba, question to you, because you're going to be the voice of my chat for right now. Should I recruit Man Scorpion Turk? Real fake Tarkus?
I suppose.
Should I recruit him for the ensuing super awesome death battle?
Sure.
Well, I'm asking because I'm about to go and get the Vengrel set just because I like having it.
Anything wrong with that?
Well, I know that there's one other thing that I need to get at some point. Or at least there's another area that I can get to and I can do. I don't know if I will. I probably should, though. And that's in Dark Souls 2 Scholar the First Sin. The only way to do the Dragon's Airy is with a Fragrant Branch of Yore. And I'm assuming people want me to show that off. Also, that guy that I was just looking at, for those of you who are watching, it leads to the place I jumped to at the start of the area. So you can, instead of having to waste 2 fragrant branches, you can just use 1 if you want Vengrel set. If not, ignore it. I really like Vengrel's set. I feel like Vengrel's set is actually probably a little bit closer to Guts' set, but it's not, and I know it isn't. I just want it to be because it's so good. So my big issue, and the thing that I can't really tell you guys now that I have none, is I don't quite remember some of the items that are in this area that you use Fragrant Branches of Yore to get. I know that most of them, a majority of them at least, aren't bad, and depending on your run, you might want them. But because this is a Guts run, and there's only like 2 items that I can still get, or there's 1 or 2 pieces of armor that I can get for this run to make me look a little bit more like Guts, I'm probably done for armor, I'd like to say. Like to think I'm done for armor now. Like, the last thing I need for my armor set is maybe a hood kind of headpiece. But aside from that, the set's done. Giant sword! Yay! I love that you remember the Megas XLR theme song. I don't even know if you know that that's what that's from.
Yeah, I do.
No, you remember Megas XLR?
Yeah. I mean, there's only like a handful of shows for it. So I mean, to the point, like it's one of those things. But you know.
Well, Megas XLR was a mech anime made, or cartoon rather. There was nothing really anime about it aside from it was animated. But it was an American anime about these nerdy, like, super white, generic nerd, lazy dudes who find a giant mech and transform it into their version of a giant mech. Right, I only have to talk to you once and steal your thing. Here's a fun fact for those of you who are watching. This crap destroys your gear. Do not stay in that crap for long, and if you do, avoid staying in that crap while you have any armor on at all.
Weapons are fine.
Arguably.
Yes.
Weapons, not bad. Like, they don't degrade nearly as fast as everything else, but your armor will be destroyed. Guaranteed, pretty much. Like, there's the chances of you losing all of your armor in one of those pits, pretty good. The chances of you losing, like, a ring, also pretty high, but the chances of you losing, like, your main sword, like your big attacking weapon, much lower sometimes. Sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's not. Kind of depends on quite a few random weird variables.
Yeah, puppy. Put yourself in here. What's just gonna happen?
Dogs, they don't quite know where they want to be. Alright, I actually, I don't remember what is in a lot of these chests that are blocked by the statues in this area, which is annoying because I like to. I would want to show off some of the cool stuff that you can get. It's just kind of an issue to do that because some of it is hidden a lot better than it should be. However, here's another thing I'm not going to do in this stream series, or any stream series I ever do. Fight the dark, the one dark dude, the hidden boss.
Yeah.
The hidden covenant boss. I'm not fighting him in anything. I will never fight him. He is annoying.
I hate her.
I know how to get to it. I can get to it with no issue. The issue is I can't kill it because I suck. And I know I suck because
that boss is straight bullshit. Dark Worker.
That's the one.
Dark something.
Alright, I know I pulled up the thing that tells me where some of the use areas are for the branches, which is convenient because I do kind of want to show off a few of them, maybe not all of them though. One of them being this one, I believe. Oh, how did you get through? That's weird. Okay. Hopefully this is the right one. It would really suck if it wasn't. So, Kiva. You remember those, the basilisks? Somehow one of them got out of an area it wasn't supposed to be able to get out of. Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, from that chest you can get the Lion Mage set and another Fragrant Branch of Yore. That was the one big thing I wanted to show because I would like to show off how to get a few of those. Because they are pretty good. They're handy. It's handy to have some jolly...
fucking penguins? What?
I request you... I am going to have to play that game and get to that point so I can find out what the hell you're talking about.
I make attack from motherfucking penguins. And they're attacking you snowballs.
Okay, let's be fair, Kiva. How else is a penguin gonna fight you? I'm just saying. Alright, so Kiba voted I get the, I get Tark to come and help me. So, let's go get the ring that allows me to talk to some of the enemies sometimes. There is something that I'm going to be doing a little later on in the video, or maybe not the video, but in the series. Like when I'm closer to the end of the game, I'll just read off a bunch of the things that you can get with the fragrant branches, because some of them are very good depending on your run. Keen example being the one I just picked up can be good on a specific run, and that would be the Lion Mage set, because it's a pretty good set. It's not horrible. But there is one thing that would be kind of cool to get, but I don't think I can. And that's in Things Betwixt, they added a statue in front of the last door of the tutorial. And if you can use a fragrant branch of yore on that enemy, you can now, aside from getting the ladle and the coffin that changes your gender, which I'm still not entirely sure on why you would use that, you now also get an Estus shard. So, that's cool. And that's one thing I would like to get, not sure if I will, but it would be convenient to have, because more Estus is always good. I say that, and when I get to the third game, where Estus is just something they kind of throw at you, things are going to change quite a little bit. Things in the Shaded Ruins, however, that are things you can get, there's quite a few. There's also one in the Black Gulch that I could think about getting, but I don't think I can actually get it, because I think I already screwed up that quest. But in the Black Gulch in Scholar of the First Sin, now, in order to get to Lucatiel's summon sign and the bonfire that's right above the boss, it requires a thing now. A fragrant branch. But that gives you a bonfire that is a link to the boss, as well as it gives you access to another damage source for the boss fight if you're having a very large issue with it. But there's a lot of things they added to Scholar of the First Sin that wasn't in the original game, especially for Fragrant Branches of Yore, which there are now a lot more in the game, but there's also a lot more reasons to use them, one of which being just to do the Dragon's Airy. If you want to do that in general, it requires you to use a Fragrant Branch of Yore. However, you do still have the option to skip it from the very start of the area. That has always been there, and I'm pretty sure that's how most people get through that area, is just by not doing that area. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's just a common thing that people do. Considering how the area is, I wouldn't doubt that that's something people do pretty consistently, is just not deal with it. Because it's kind of dumb. Like, there's a lot of the wyvern enemies, and if those are an issue, well, there's your solution. Just skip it. Fun, useful fact about Tark. When you return to him after you defeat Najka, which you can totally do, by the way, you get a weapon. For those of you who don't know, yeah, that's a thing. And it's actually not a bad weapon if you're doing a dex build. You get a rapier. How good it is, don't remember. I don't do dex builds. Oops. And I don't know that Kiba... Yeah, I figure Kiba doesn't either A, remember, or B, care. I don't know how often you go back to talk to NPCs after you fight a boss.
I mean, I do.
Bradley of the Old Guard.
I don't mind unless someone like Luke Keel, Solaire, people I like.
And not Man, Scorpion, Dark.
Yeah.
Authority ring. I did the thing, but he's not appearing. Huh. Okay. Kinda weird. Whatever. Apparently Tark didn't want to help me in the fight. He wants to be an asshole about it. I don't actually remember. Nope, that's a bad. Things I do remember, though, pretty actively and effectively. When you're fighting Scorpionish Nazca, you can totally convince her to let you destroy her tails. Doesn't give you anything, but it's something you can do. You know, if you feel like it. There you go. Not sure why she's going all the way the hell over there. Little scorpion lady, I can see you. Doesn't mean I'm fast enough to dodge, but I can see you. Come on. Use your super scorpion power. There you go.
I have plenty of money, no mana.
Hey, I got her. Yarg. It would be a lot more convenient if my sword doesn't, like, two-shot her. But, it kinda does. My sword does so much damage to this boss that it took me almost all of her life just to, take off a tail. Whoopsies. However, we're in the area that I forgot exists. Or at least we're on our way to one of the areas that I completely forgot exists. We're on our way to whatever the Duke's Freya area is called. Also, the place with the Mastodon. The Doors of Pharos is the first part.
Yeah, that leads to the Blightstone...
Blightstone Seldora, I think. That sounds about right. We could get the PvP weapon. They made it a lot harder to break, so we're not gonna, but we could. They made it almost in, like, it has 500 durability, and per time hitting a wall, it just doesn't even. It takes so long to break that weapon now that it's not even a good choice. It's still fine if you're doing PvP and you make it, like, poison or bleed or something. But it's just not really as worth it as it used to be. It used to be, like, the best thing in the game. It is no longer the best thing in the game. Well, it probably is for PvP, but... I have 3. I don't know that I have enough. Though I do remember that these guys drop them like candy, so... Bring it! Bring it, you slow little wanker! I'm gonna fireball you to death. Tee-hee-hee-hee. Oh, I got a Grim Helm. That's cool. Yeah, fun fact, you can break this. Dragon Charms, I don't remember how good they are. I think they're actually very good. They are. They're very, very good, especially in the poison area. Or when you're fighting things that poison. And so you don't want to miss that or break it, God forbid. Because it's pretty insanely useful. This is an issue. I actually forgot the second zone Gavilan spawns in. Fun fact, this guy has a grapple. He's not going to get to do it, but he has one. Oh, cool. I got the Grim Great Axe, the Grim Warrior Armor, and the Grim Warrior Boots.
Leveled up. Good. Warrior. Getting up there levels.
My sword is the best sword right now. Dragon sword. Sword. It's a great sword. It's the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. The best around. Oh, here's something I completely forgot about. I don't know how the Grim Warrior Great Shield upgrades. Partially because I forgot it was in this game completely. Which is weird because it's the best shield in the game in terms of elemental resistances.
Yeah.
It's also one of the very few that is able to get to 100% elemental resistance. Pretty sure by base it has 100% fizz, but it's one of the very, very few that can actually get elemental resistance to 100%. I don't even think the Mirror Knight Great Shield can do that. Which would be weird, because that's supposed to be like the magic shield. You want a magic shield? There's your magic shield. Speaking of magic shields, that would probably have been a really good item to get to drop when we were in there fighting those guys. Because now, there's only two types of damage we're going to really have to deal with. Which if I remember correctly, is blunt and bleed. Or pierce and bleed, or something. Some combination of those things. Also, fun fact, if you don't kill all the pork chops, all the pigs, they can lead you to a pickaxe. We're killing them all. Because it's who I am, and it's what I do. I'm also going to show off how to get another item that's really good. From a mimic that's very close. Hoping, wishing, and praying that I don't die to one of these jerks. Because they're very, very strong. Much, much stronger than they probably should be. They have a lot of strength. Oh, really? You're still following me? You're actually doing more damage to me than I can do to you. Well, you're doing arguably the same. I'm just not able to aim. Skill fails at accuracy. All right. I remember this being a mimic.
Not a mimic?
No, it is. It's just, it's one of the few iron chest mimics. Which means the item it drops is very good. The issue is, in the area in which you fight it, is really, really tiny.
Gotcha.
And so it will occasionally insta-kill you before you get a chance to attack it again. So you kinda, if you're using an Ultra Greatsword build, you kinda have to kill it before it recognizes you. Which is not necessarily the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
But I think after the attempt on the chest again, that might be it for now. We might have a little bit of a ending to the stream for a little while. I might return later with the rest of Blightstone Cove Saldora. Not that I want to, I hate this area. But, we do want to get some of the stuff here. But I'm gonna get the items, the chest rather. I'm gonna kill the chest, and then I'm going to, pray to the old gods that I don't screw up again. Though I am going to show you guys something that is in what I assume all of the Dark Souls games. Lloyd's Talisman. Staff of Wisdom and the Dark Leggings. There you go. Yeah, I didn't do that properly. No, I don't care. I used the Lloyd's Talisman to deal with the Mimic because it's too difficult to deal with that specific Mimic in the space that you are given to fight that specific Mimic. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. We slayed the Mimic. We killed a few bosses.
We slayed the evil.
We saved the Wailed until I got poked to death by a Falconeer.
I mean, they do hit pretty hard for something that...
They all have rapiers and falchions in this area. And the guys with the rapiers hit twice as hard as the guys with the falchions. Luckily, we died at the bonfire with the chest, so that's good. We will continue next time. Sorry, viewer who just joined. Howdy. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Kiva, do you have anything to request in the comments?
Woo!
No, not really.
So, comment in the comments if you like the series, and let me know what you guys think of Berserk, as well as should I do the DLC? See you guys in the next one.
Wow.